Let me fix this shit. Shit foggy in my mouth. Alright. We up in this thing, man. Another episode of that lone wolf shit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing right now, aside from my daughter, and just being a black man, that keeps me sane, is this lone wolf shit. Lone Wolf TV for that ass. And we back at it. Let me get my shit together. You know, pick my shit out. Feel me, or do you steal me? Either way, I'll just be saying shit, y'all. Yeah, man, I'm going through it, man, with the y'all give me some tips on how to be a better parent, man, because ain't nobody told me that I was a bad parent or nothing, but I just feel like I got some enhancing to do with my parenting skills, you know, and of course only I can fix that. And you know, I'm just asking for some game from those that have felt the same way. Have y'all ever felt like you being an enabling parent and not assertive one? You know, since I don't necessarily whoop my child, I don't whoop my daughter or nothing like that, and she ain't acting out or nothing. It's just I have no history in learning how to be a father. You know what I'm saying? I've been a good uncle or whatever, but that's still, you don't have to deal with the child every day of your life, or it's not fully your responsibility to take care of your niece and nephew or whatever, you know. So the fact that I'm coming across this is that my sister, I mean, not my sister, my daughter has a little brother that I always tell y'all about. I told you. And I just experienced the first level of ungratefulness from a child, you know, and how I just don't know how to tell a child that they should be grateful for something that I gave them, you know. But what I did was I bought some underwear for the little boy because, you know, the mama told me that this nigga's growing out of his shit. So I bought some socks last time, bought him a whole bunch of other shit. This time I just brought him some underwear. I just went to, and also, nigga, I don't have the cash like that to be just buying unnecessary shit. But I bought something from my daughter that was just like cute. You know what I'm saying? Just bought her like a backpack with nail polish and shit in it. It wasn't nothing spectacular. But when I gave him his drawers, he was like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this? So while I'm riding back home, you know, or when I gave him the drawers, first of all, let me explain. When I gave him them drawers, his attitude just shifted. Like his world was defeated. And I didn't know how to really shake him up out of that. I didn't know whether to be, because I don't like being, I wouldn't call it rude, but I don't like being in a disruptive manner. I don't want to come at him in a certain way, and that moment fucks up his ego, or not his ego, but fucks up how his inner trauma that he'll end up having, that'll his trauma that'll end up his childhood trauma in the future. So I'm not trying to tell him, you better be grateful. People ain't got no drawers and nothing like that, but he told me he already had a lot of them. So I didn't know that shit because I don't live with my baby mama. I'm not one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't even call the bitch. Sorry, I ain't trying to call you a bitch, but I don't, you know, that ain't my thing. It's just I don't really care. I'm really out here trying to get shit cracking, and feelings and all that shit don't really matter to me. You know what I'm saying? But what matters to me is what matters to me. So these feelings that I'm feeling as far as being a father, uh, and also being like a father figure to a child that ain't mine, how in the fuck do y'all suggest that I handle shit? Should I just buy the nigga nothing but cool shit and don't even try to, look out for his wardrobe until it's time? Let me ask this question. Should I just wait until the kids ask for shit? You know what I'm saying? Should I like just go get them and then let them pick what the fuck they want? I always do that. So, I didn't like how I felt after I gave the nigga this shit and he was disappointed. But maybe that's just something internal with me. That's just me not wanting to disappoint. But yeah, man, if you can, nigga, do not have no kids until you are able to you can work to where you can sit down and think about this and not even be financially tripping on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because now next week I gotta go get him and her and take them to go buy some shit so it can make up for the shit for how I feel bad. But a lot of people would say that I'm parenting wrong in that sense. I shouldn't be catering to the child. I should show them what's important. But at that age, they don't give a fuck. They're not gonna learn it at that age. But I know that the next thing is that you should just put it in their head early so they have that shit to lean back on when they get older. But it's just persistence. When raising a child, it's gonna take some persistence. You know what I'm saying? So that's really just that's just something that's been on my mind all day since I dropped them off. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm thinking like, am I really being a father, or am I just an ATM? Or am I being a help to my community in any kind of way? Or am I just, giving them what they want, which is enabling them to go back in the house and look at their mama a certain way when she say no? You know what I'm saying? So maybe I just need to toughen up in a sense, not just toughen up and start whooping their ass or nothing, but like toughen up and let them know how I think we at that time. I think we at that point as far as her brother and her. I think we at that point to where I'm really finna just start letting them know the real deal. Cause I tell them certain shit, but it's only on the level to where they can understand. But now we getting into territories of ungratefulness and not being appreciative. So now it's time to start teaching them about how even if you don't want something, you just accept it. Just accept the shit and be like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that he able to tell me that he really don't fuck with it, because it lets me know, oh, okay, well, this ain't what we finna be doing. I ain't finna buy you no more draws until you need them. But I'm a nigga that buy shit you need. I'm not no nigga that's finna go buy no fucking toy for you, you know what I'm saying? Or that ain't nothing you need, because you gonna break that motherfucker, or you gonna do some shit, gonna be broke tomorrow. So I'm learning that I need to stop being an enabler in a sense. I'm really working on that shit. That's why, when I do come around, I try to make it fun, because I'm not really able to be around like that. But what comes out of that is the expectation of always being fun when I come around. So when I don't do something, or I'm just dropping some shit off, everybody in this is looking like, oh, well, shit, nigga, you ain't, I don't want to build that shit up, But, that's enough of my life. Anyway, how y'all living, man? Another day of no viewers. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing this YouTube shit until I can't no more. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what's the senseless news of the day, man? Let me see. What didn't happen out here? I really ain't been keeping up with a lot of news lately. That's why I need a second phone so I can look it up. So we just gonna say it ain't no senseless news today. I might think about it later, but not right now. Let me take a few more minutes to think if we got some senseless news to talk about. Oh, the baby. This is all senseless news. The baby. Everybody trying to come at the baby, and when he was asking if he was what he got on is okay to go to LA and whatnot, right? All right, I understand that it's politics in LA. I understand all that. I respect for my hometown, and they not no joke, because nigga, my mama got away from that motherfucker for specific reasons. You know what I'm saying? I came out here and did the same shit. I probably would have been dead if I would have came. The fact that I came out here and started banging Crip at a certain age, if we would have been in California banging Crip, I probably wouldn't be here right now. So shout out to my mama for making the move that she felt was necessary for us to keep our lives, you know. So shit, at the end of the day, the baby is just, nigga, if you watch the video, the nigga has a gun in his front pocket. Not the jean pocket. It was he had a hoodie on. And the gun was in the hoodie pocket. And he asked the question of, nigga, am I okay when I come to LA? And that was that was a rhetorical question, nigga. Everybody sitting here actually commenting, talking about, oh, well, yeah, you got orange on. Yeah, niggas gonna think you a Hoover. Nigga, yeah, nigga, and you gonna get approached. Yeah, everybody just perpetuating this bullshit in the hood that goes on, attacking other black motherfuckers. And I ain't saying niggas should come to LA disrespecting. You shouldn't disrespect LA, but you should also let niggas know that, nigga, y'all ain't run LA. You niggas run the streets, or you run the bitch ass niggas that abide by what the fuck you abide by. But when you talking to a nigga from a whole nother state that come from a whole nother walk of life, and yes, he should be respectful stepping into territory that he is unknown of. So I'm not saying LA no weak ass niggas, but I'm talking about this whole mindset of a nigga, if a nigga step in town just to, you know, make some money, nigga probably got a concert, probably got a studio he going to. Why in the fuck do we gotta go to niggas who don't make the police do this shit? See, I respect Grape Street niggas to the max. You know why? Because they was running their hood to the point where the police left. That's honorable. I will never talk shit about Grape Street because they made the police, listen to my words, they wasn't just banging on their own people. They made the police get the fuck from round. Any gang that ain't made the police do shit, you ain't shit to me. And I probably ain't shit to you. You can kill me when you see me. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a damn about this life. We got a whole nother 8 million motherfuckers probably to live. So the fact that we as black people are still using this Crip blood shit, you motherfuckers is lost. And I ain't trying to talk shit about no gangbang. I'm a gangbanging nigga. I was. I'm just not active no more. The active shit, you know, the blue shit is in my blood for life, nigga. Okay? And matter of fact, speaking of Hoover, nigga, and out here in Texas, which it ain't the real Hoover, but nigga, it's 5 Deuce Hoover out here. We banging 5 Deuce. Okay? And I ain't even trying to incriminate myself, so I ain't gonna even go no further than that. But nigga, I wouldn't get loved out there in LA. So I'm just saying, bro, when the fuck we gonna stop banging on each other? And I know niggas have said this shit a million times, but when we gonna stop the degenerate attitude, the degenerate energy, the degenerate motherfucking mindset of banging on our fellow brother or a nigga that looks like us instead of banging on Justin Bieber for coming to your motherfucking town. I'll never get it. I would never get it. Now, I know the baby is one of them niggas who pushed that line. He pushed that line like, yeah, nigga, do something. I ain't sitting here caping for the baby. I'm just saying, if a nigga is letting you know, run up if you want to, all that talking, all the spit boxing everybody doing on the internet, let it go. Let it go, bro. Because y'all trying to perpetuate and y'all trying to tell a nigga, oh, well, niggas get to shooting out here. It ain't like the South. Niggas get to shooting out here. Yeah, you just letting me know y'all niggas is more pussy out there, because nigga out here is open carry. Okay, so niggas shooting don't mean shit in Texas. Shoot me, nigga, because I got it on me too. But motherfucker, look here. My thing is this. I'm not even trying to come at the gangs. Keep doing what y'all doing. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck about no gang in America, because the biggest gang is the fucking police, and ain't nobody doing shit to them when they be popping our people. So I don't give a fuck about no gang member. That's what I'm saying. And I love you niggas. I really do. Because y'all niggas can do, we need y'all protection in so many other ways than banging on a nigga who just finna go to McDonald's down the street real quick. Because he got a fucking color on. That is nonsense, bro. That's nonsense. And for the baby to be strapped up, y'all should expect that shit. Y'all should expect the nigga that, y'all don't think it's other yous out there? You gang mem, you super gang banging ass niggas? Y'all don't think it's other yous out there that's willing to take your ass out if you try them? I'm like the baby. I will only go to LA in all black and white. That's it. I will either wear all black, which is probably still the wrong fucking thing to do, so you can't fucking win, but I refuse to goddamn sugarcoat my life to a point where I can't wear black or white. You got me fucked up. Niggas gonna have to shoot me, and that's what I'm saying. But I don't plan on going to LA unless I get rich, or I'm just going for a vacation or some shit, and I will not be in the hood. And I ain't saying that the banging don't happen outside the hood, nigga. You get banged on in Hollywood. I understand all this shit. But nigga, what I'm saying is white supremacy is still in power. What makes you niggas think we got power? What makes you niggas think you can bang on another nigga and that gives you power? You's a pussy to me. And that's coming from a Crip nigga. That's what I'm saying. I'm not out here banging on blood niggas, or we ain't doing that in Texas, because Texas ain't the originators. And I'm not saying that Texas is better than California. Y'all niggas obviously got the bitches. Y'all got all the shit out there. I ain't no hating ass nigga. But what I do hate is how we treat each other as black motherfuckers, as black individuals. Y'all were ready to bang on the successful black nigga for a color he has on, and willing to tell the internet what's gonna happen to him. Stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, that's enough of the goddamn, that's enough of senseless news. Let's get into what the fuck we talking about, man. All right, where the fuck my shit at? Why the fuck did I close this shit and put it back here? Let's get into it, man. Discipline is a superpower. Okay? Discipline is for damn sure a superpower. Let me tell you how. Matter of fact, y'all know how I started off, and excuse me for burping. Nigga, I done lost my joint. Come on, y'all. We gotta find the joint, y'all. There you go. Anyway, let's get into the definition of what the fuck discipline is. Okay? Walk with me. Discipline is the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. The second definition is a branch of knowledge, typically one studied in higher education. So that's a whole nother thing. That's like If somebody creates something else, they'll be like, oh, that's the social discipline of such and such, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like a branch of knowledge, like they said. So the first one, there's no other definition of discipline. And I thought discipline meant like something for the self. But I think you can transfer the message into yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think you can transfer the definition into you, because it says the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. So the confusing part of this motherfucking definition is the practice of training people. So that it's like one person that's training you, like your parent can discipline you, right? But you can do self-discipline. And I should have said that. That's what I think. Now that I just thought about it, I thought of this title too fucking quick. It should have been self-discipline is a superpower. Because you can self-discipline yourself. Discipline can come from everybody, even you. So that's what I want to make known in this episode. Self-discipline is a superpower. Put that imaginary, that invisible self in front of discipline, and we got us a solid episode title. But what I want y'all to know about discipline is the last part of this motherfucker right here is punishment to correct disobedience. That is exactly what discipline is. It's punishment. You have to put yourself on punishment. And I have yet really to do that shit with the substances that I partake in, and, you know, the marijuana I smoke or whatever. I'm still trying to think of a system, like a system set up. Should I only drink and smoke on the weekend? Should I only drink on my paydays? Should I only smoke twice a day? Shit like that. I'm still trying to put it into a sense to where I can follow it. I don't want to put myself in punishment, and then I try to escape my punishment, because that's what I do to myself. Now, if I can find a logical punishment, or I can find a punishment for myself that doesn't hinder me financially and mentally, then, you know what I'm saying, I think that's the route I want to go. Because let me break that down. Discipline shouldn't be comfortable. Let me say that. But it shouldn't drive you crazy. You shouldn't be getting out of what they consider craziness, which is your comfort zone, to get into an uncomfortable danger zone, to where, nigga, you gonna go 10 times crazier than you did when you was on the shit. Now, discipline is, to me, it works more for goals. When you aiming towards a goal, when you aiming towards getting more money, getting a car or something like that, you need that discipline to gain the whatever the things that you need to get whatever you're trying to get. And if you discipline yourself too hard, you become too hard on life. You stop having fun. Everything is serious. Everything is this. Everything is that. And that can drive you crazy too. So that's what I mean by having a healthy balance in between. Maybe, you know, I'm not really off of the weed yet. I'm not off of the alcohol like that. You know what I'm saying? But I am trying to better myself in how I partake in my intake of it. Because I get fucked up, go to work, I'll drink before I go in one of my jobs, I smoke before I go into both of my jobs. You know, it's still like a high school addiction inside of me when it comes to smoking. But I've learned that it's certain discipline, little spurts, you know, little small steps that I've taken to where I can go into work sober now. You know what I'm saying? I can go into work sober, but it's just still a choice of mine sometimes to be like, when I'm just too stressed out, or I woke up and I'm still a little sleepy, but I gotta damn near go in, and I just try to defeat the stress in my head. with smoking a little doobie or something before I go in that motherfucker, and then it's like that. I smoke like that now, you know. My little, but let me let y'all know, I used to smoke, nigga. Sometime I used to be up at work early, right? I always had that part of discipline about me to be at work early, but I used to be at work like 2 hours early. Oh, an hour, like a damn near, like an hour and 30 minutes earlier than what I needed to be. So I would smoke something, and then 30 minutes go by, that shit gone. I still got an hour to chill. So that high gonna be leaving in about an hour. So I would roll up another one. See what I'm saying? So the discipline in me was like, okay, nigga, pull up like we're only 50 minutes for you to chill. Roll you something up, smoke it, and I don't even barely get to finish it now. See? Now we walking down, it's getting less and less. Now it's to the point where I don't even hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Now it's to the point where I don't have to smoke a whole goddamn joint to go into the establishment. You see? Now it's to the point where I can choose to smoke if I want to or if I don't want to. And I actually feel this shit getting up off of me. I feel the need for substance to get off me, and I really want more out of life. So I'm trying to figure out how to accumulate more out of life for my daughter, for me, for everybody that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick of just being the nigga that's just going to work, come home, drink, smoke, watch YouTube, learn some shit, learn some new shit, and not able to apply it. Because, you know, I gotta go back to work. I gotta do this, do that, gotta wait on the check to help certain motherfuckers. Because what I'm learning ain't helping motherfuckers right now. It might be helping who might watch this, who watch my YouTube or whatever, but it ain't helping me in my life. Some of the shit I ain't gonna say it ain't helping. It's just that I don't have the room to apply the shit yet. I don't have the room in my schedule to apply these things. And what I want people to realize is that we have to start building a structure within ourselves to actually get the things we want. And discipline that's why I say discipline is a superpower, because discipline is one thing that'll get you there. If you want more money, discipline yourself. Save your money. Save some money to invest is what I like to say. But if you saving just to save you an emergency fund. You know what I'm saying? Just go through life building that emergency fund, and then maybe go through life building that investment fund, and then you can drop. If you got 2 jobs, you can stack up for 3 years, and then after the third year, use that money to start going into what the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's some sustainable cash to where you won't be dead broke after that. And after just 1 year of stacking, after just 1 year, if you stack for 3 years, nigga, you need to make sure you can make it for 1 year, entire year without a job. You know what I'm saying? It got to be something like that. Save you up 10,000, save you up 15,000, because in a matter of 3 years, you can probably save $3,000 depending on what job you got. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas can save 1,000 a month. That's 12 bands a year. You do the math, nigga. In 3 years, you will have what? Let's do the math. 12 plus 12 is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 24. Add another 12. That's what? 4, 5, 6, but got them carried one at 36, Nick. You got 36 bands now, okay? That's saved up, untouched. This is what saving to invest means. You save all that shit up. Now you got 36 bands. And then now all right, I'm finna quit. You just tell you, nigga, no call, no show. Fuck them. That 36 bands, nigga, you can put a band here, a band there, a band there, and some businesses. And then be like, all right, boom. Let me see how that work. Watch that shit work. Reinvest. pay your rent, get you an apartment, get you or pay off your car with that shit. I'm just saying it's different shit that you can, that if you got goals for it, 36 bands can be issued out before you have to go back to a motherfucking job. 36 bands you can survive, you can damn near survive off 36 bands in a year, because if you have a $1,600 rent, you'll still have probably like $8,000 at the end of the year. That's what I'm saying. So, nigga, or I'm gonna say you probably have like 3 at the end of the year, and that ain't a lot of money off of the 36. But I'm saying, if you literally if you are investing, you need all that time to invest and focus on what you're investing on. That 36 bands, the first month that you ain't got no job, that's gonna make you go even harder, because you don't want to lose the 36 bands by just tricking it off. Saving to invest would be that. But an emergency fund is something you should also be within building your investment fund. Because, nigga, if you got an emergency fund and your emergency fund is 10 bands and you got 36, you actually don't count your savings, don't count your emergency fund money into your shit, but nigga, you got 46 bands. If shit really came down to it, if like some house burnt down type shit, you can look out. You know what I'm saying? For something. And that's what all this shit is. So every day is a game, bro. You got to get up and we got to go through shit every day just to figure this game out. Right? And that's what, like I started my episode talking about my daughter's brother. You know what I'm saying? Every day is just a day I'm building. This is something I'm learning now. I learned, okay, this nigga don't really like getting clothes as a gift or nothing, or he don't value, he has a different mindset simply because he doesn't have a father, just like me. So I'm seeing that become a part of him. I'm seeing his attitude get bad. I'm seeing this shit. I'm watching the shit that everybody that statistically say when you come from a single parent household. I'm watching this shit, but I'm also watching how my daughter is a more joyous person. You can give her anything and she Gucci. And I think I pay more attention to her because she's mine than him. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't the episode about them, man. I'll make one about this shit. Let's get into what the fuck we talking about, man. Discipline. What makes it a superpower? Why is discipline a superpower? Because, nigga, if you have discipline, you doing 10 times better than everybody in the world. Or let me say this, you doing 10 times better than the motherfuckers that don't. If you alone have discipline, and then if it's a motherfucker with $10 million with no discipline, you doing better than him. And I'm gonna say morally, not financially, but morally, and on some life expectancy shit, you got your mind made up. You know what I'm saying? And being disciplined can get you, like I was already saying, can get you to levels that you aren't at yet. If you just, I can honestly sit here and say that if I let the alcohol and the weed go, I got an extra $100 a week to myself. If I was just to not smoke, not drink, just sit and chill and listen to YouTube, write down shit I want to write down, or write down shit I want to learn. If that's all I was doing, with my money, and not, I dropped my lighter. My bad, y'all. All in the camera and shit. Fuck it, I get it. But my thing is, it's a superpower because it can get you into levels. It can tap you into levels that you haven't gotten to yet, and you will be ahead of the game, right? If a motherfucker that ain't focused this year or ain't disciplined this year, and then next year you got a car he don't, that's what I'm saying. And you ain't above everybody for being disciplined, but I'm saying having discipline can actually get you closer to the dreams that you want. That mean you ain't if you got enough, if you got enough discipline, that mean you ain't a slave to shit. A woman can't tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your mama can't tell you nothing. Your close friend can't tell you nothing. Your alcoholic best friend can't tell you shit. Can't get you off your game. When you got real discipline, you a strong individual, bro. Because I still lack it. You see this in my hand, right? You go down most of my videos, this shit gonna get lit up and this might be a drink in my hand. But that's just me coping with the fact that I have created something that I feel is detrimental to the black community, which is a broken home. So, you know, I sit back and I think of how to at least make that outcome that I've created better for everybody that's involved in it. You know, my baby mama made the choice to lay down with a broke nigga 3 times. This ain't to denigrate her. This ain't the shit on her. This is just to show that the mindset of some of our sisters just be off. Us too. You know what I'm saying? Because I shouldn't have been fucking raw and not having my paper right. You know? So discipline is a superpower, because now that I've been defeated by what the black community would call a cancer, you know what I'm saying? Now that I got this cancer going on, some niggas just think I can't come back from this shit, right? But this is where discipline comes in. You can bring your situation to a higher level and tell the world how to do that. So my niche ain't gonna never be a 2-parent household motherfucker. We can probably relate to certain shit. We can relate to being inside of black families. We can relate to being black. We can relate to being in America. But when it comes to internalizing what the fuck I've been through versus what a 2-parent household motherfucker been through, this is why so many of them have so much to say about us, and we don't have really much to say about them. Because one thing I want motherfuckers to know that have 2 parents is that I don't wish I was you at all. You know, I don't wish I was a motherfucker with nothing, because if the world handed me this, then what the fuck am I supposed to do about it? Am I supposed to go find these niggas and make them and bring them together and give them your ideology about having 2-parent households or this and that? What I do respect is motherfuckers pointing out how it's fucked up the black community, but what has the 2-parent household done for the community? I don't see no flourishing shit. That's all I'm saying. And the shit that is flourishing is individually is under an individual's term. What I mean by that is, like, one motherfucker has made this come together with the assistance of donations or the assistance of whatever. These motherfuckers still are one entity. But they say they for black people. Okay, we can say that. The shit that you doing for black people, okay, you can say it all day. And I'm only about action. So as a collective, if motherfuckers from 2-parent households, if we got motherfuckers from 2-parent households, why aren't the motherfuckers from the 2-parent households funding shit that'll make the situation of the black community better? It's like 1 or 2, 15 or 30 niggas in the entire black community that has the cash to do so. So if 2-parent households were so motherfucking great, why the fuck this shit ain't producing more motherfuckers? More black motherfuckers to change the narrative. I don't see that. I just see motherfuckers criticizing everybody or saying, oh, this and this. You a bastard, so that's that. You just cancer to the black community, nigga. Nothing you say is eligible, nigga. That's how they feel about you. You fatherless, motherless, come from a bad background. Motherfuckers look at you as a piece of shit. And that's what I come to talk to. I don't come to talk to you motherfuckers that feel like, oh, I went to Harvard, or nigga, I had my daddy in my life. This channel ain't for you, nigga. This channel for niggas that are trying to understand why are we so misunderstood because of something that life threw at us. You know what I'm saying? But I am here to tell you how to look at the shit that you are going through, because the shit that comes from our background is true. Nonetheless, the shit that two-parent household people say about us is true. Drug addicts, attitudes, domestic violence, all kind of shit. But I'm the nigga that's like, okay, how do we fix this? We only can fix it by addressing it. That's it. So I ain't never mad at nobody that's addressing the shit. I just be certain motherfuckers on Twitter, it's just certain motherfuckers in this world that just look at you at your circumstance today and put you at that. And I respect that, because some people just can't be trusted. If I see a crackhead right now knock on my window, I'm not thinking about him in the future being no millionaire. Why the fuck did you knock on my window abruptly like that? I should beat your ass. And that's just how I'm gonna handle it. But some people, you see what I mean by that? Some people look at you like that. Because you work at McDonald's, nigga, make my motherfucking burger. Now the more that all broke asses and all traumatized asses or fatherless asses start not giving a fuck about what people think and start making the necessary changes, then you'll understand where the fuck I'm coming from. Because I'm at this weird peak in my life where I'm like, okay, I see what the fuck needs to be done. I see what needs to be let go. But I'm also seeing how I'm viewed. I'm at this stage where I'm seeing how I'm viewed now. And that shit can get depressing. It takes niggas off the deep end. It really does. And I actually understand why niggas kill themselves, because I've sat back with some feelings of my own that made me feel like I was defeated. Like, shit, damn near wanted to off myself. So the fact that I wanted to kill myself before let you know that some of these feelings out here, these niggas out here that want to be gone. You know what I'm saying? These niggas out here that don't really give a fuck about vibing with this world because they was handed such a goddamn card that everybody's shitting on. Or you ain't got no daddy, you ain't shit. You a degenerate. You this, that. You broke, and motherfuckers be wanting to smoke themselves, bro, because they look at it and it's true. So if that's why I'm not a nigga sitting here talking about how motherfucking no hoe ass niggas for saying it in a certain tone. I don't give a fuck about your tone. Say it, because it need to be said, and everybody need to look in the mirror to see that suicide ain't what's necessary. Just that look in the mirror, and for you to muster up and be mad enough to change is what you need. You need to be mad enough at yourself and the world for looking at you in such a way, and you need to be mad at the fucking universe sometime. And not mad as cussing it out or, cursing it in any way, but mad at the fact that shit ain't gonna get better. It's only gonna get worse. So you gotta treat the world how it's gonna treat you. You won't understand that motherfucking, you ain't gonna understand that motherfucking saying until life beats your motherfucking ass until you wanna kill yourself though. Or until you just wanna throw in the towel. Not everybody wanna kill themselves. Some motherfuckers just ready to throw in the towel. Like, man, look, I just go to work every day, ride in this car, fuck with these 9 to 5 bitches, and that's my life. That's throwing in the towel, because you can be greater than that, and that's what I aim to be. This is why I sit here with 0 motherfuckers in the chat talking my shit. But yeah, man, this shit ain't for this, because this shit ain't for nobody else but me, really, and my legacy. I want motherfuckers to know how my brain worked, what I was doing on my way up. I want to be remembered. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that's the only outer validation I want, is to be remembered. Remember me for sparking something in your brain. Remember me for being that nigga that told you how to get through homelessness. Remember me for being that nigga that showed you that you ain't the only motherfucker going through sick shit in this world. Remember me for telling you that you ain't the only nigga that thought about suicide. Remember me for telling you that you ain't gotta bow down to your mama or your daddy because they birthed you. Fuck them. Remember me for that. You see what I'm saying? And I can still respect everybody's mindset, but the fact that I went through what I went through, nigga, my shit valid too. So let's keep going, man. This damn near might be too long. I mean, not too long of an episode, but this might be a long ass episode. How do you begin the discipline journey? Now, this is how you begin the discipline journey, man. You just gotta realize that you ain't shit. Literally, whatever you've done in life, look in the mirror, every bad thing you've done. And you ain't gotta literally look in the mirror. Look in the mirror is just looking at your inner self. Sit with yourself in silence and just think all the fucked up shit you did, all the good shit you did. And you ain't gotta weigh it. You can do more good than bad, or you can do more bad than good. But either way, look at the bad you've done and just try to correct that shit. Now, that's how you begin the journey. Because once you start trying to correct that, you'll remember why you trying to correct it. Because I didn't like this feeling. Now you got to go deeper. Now you got to go deeper into why you felt that way. And now you ain't even, now the focus might not even be the person you did it to. Now you need to go talk to your mama. You see what I'm saying? Now the feeling that went so deep. Now you like, oh, that no, I feel like that because such and such said this, and that. Now you might need to go address that with them or go joke about it. Be like, hey, nigga, you know, I've been fucked up about when you laughing at me on my picture and shit when I was younger, and this called me ugly and shit. Yeah. Your cousin called you ugly because your picture and the school picture was ugly. You was cheesing too hard, niggas high-siding on you. That's why the fuck I got this fear of embarrassment, nigga. I need to talk to you about that shit, not my woman. But that's how you begin your journey. You begin your journey about that the unnecessary feelings that you really didn't need to have. And then be like, okay, well, what the fuck was I thinking? Boom, 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 boom. And then you will fall down into all your extra problems that you have within yourself. That's just how I do it. I looked at all my goddamn skeletons in my closet, and I was like, okay, nigga, you's a fucked up nigga. So that's what I mean by realize that you ain't shit. You ain't shit in this world but a speck. And once you look at that, then you'll be like, okay, hold on. And the fact that you are just a speck, but you want to be an important speck inside the world of specks, right? You at least want to be important enough to leave a name behind. Leave some kind of name to where 10 motherfuckers out of 100 will be like, no, that nigga was legit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just be zero. Just, oh, that was a person that died the other day. We don't know, you know, but that's the whole chase of the world, to be relevant. That's outer validation. But I don't want to not have done nothing while being on this earth 78, 80 years, however many years I got to live. I could be dead tomorrow, you know, and I hope somebody see this video and realize, nigga, that could happen. You could be dead tomorrow, so do what the fuck needs to be done today. Feel bad, sad, anger, happy. Feel frustrated today. If you want to feel isolated, go be isolated, nigga. You want to be in solitude, gonna be in solitude. You want to be around a group of people, go be around a group of people. Do anything but sit there and let life dwindle. So yeah, that's how you can begin. And you can also begin your journey by smoking some weed and sitting with yourself. It's gonna all bring you back the same motherfucking way. But anyway, what can discipline bring? Discipline can bring better financial skills, better mental health, wisdom, and a way to solve a problem. And I just, you know, all this shit just keep reiterating itself. Because when you got discipline, all that is going to come. Financial skills, mental health, you're going to get some wisdom, and you're going to know how to solve some shit. Because you're going to know how to sit down and do what's not normal to the norm. Discipline is the cure for dopamine addiction. That's one of my favorite. I'm finna probably tweet that as soon as I get off of this shit. Discipline is the cure for dopamine addiction. Because you see, when the definition of this shit is using punishment to correct disobedience. That's one of the terms. I mean, that's one of the sentences in definition of discipline. Using punishment to correct to correct disobedience. You being disobedient to yourself by chasing something. That's being disobedient to. We should never overstimulate ourselves or give ourselves too much pleasure. Just like we can't endure too much pain, too much pleasure can be draining at the end of the day. And you would think that sounds weird. Like, nigga, how is too much pleasure to me? Nigga, I want to bust 10 nuts. I want to know how I feel to bust 10 nuts in one. And you probably don't. Nigga, that shit, too much pleasure you'll probably die after that. After you bust them 10 nuts. Body couldn't take all that pleasure, nigga. So pleasure and pain are like two sides of the same coin. Because the pleasure can bring pain and the pain can bring pleasure. People like tattoos. I just like pain. See what I'm saying? Now that's a pleasure that came out of that tattoo. So discipline is the cure for dopamine addiction, because everything we do, smoke, like when I smoke, there's dopamine receptors going off in my motherfucking head that's telling me, oh yeah, roll that. We need that right now. The alcohol one, that's a tough one. That's an addiction that the dopamine just, them niggas probably got that. The dopamine itself got to go to rehab. Fucking with the alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Because I cold turkey 4 bars, I cold turkey exos, and I cold turkey alcohol before too. But I'm back on that shit in a different form. So it's like alcohol is that silent demon. It'll just creep back up on you. Like, the day you ain't got no weed is the day you become an alcoholic again. You know. But yeah, man, that's one of my favorite lines right now, man. Discipline is the cure for dopamine addiction, because it's gonna punish you for your disobedience, and it's gonna get you back on track, man. And that's what we need out here. Everybody needs some discipline. Everybody needs that superpower. If you can't get nothing else, get some discipline. Get some discipline about yourself. Sit back, think, and learn from yourself. Learn from your inner self. Learn where you fucking up, where you stubborn at, what you don't like to do, what you feel like you know what I'm saying, you procrastinate to do. Learn all that shit. And by yourself, man. Yeah, we need that superpower as black people. That's one thing I want everybody to know watching this. We need discipline as a superpower, because the more discipline we get, the more we can fight this system of white supremacy. And you know, Malcolm X and all the great teachers I listen to say something about weed or smoking weed and shit. Nigga, I'm gonna smoke this weed until I'm dead. But I'm gonna let you niggas know that it's a bigger battle out here while I'm doing this shit, nigga. I know all the protocol that niggas be trying to speak on, or the police can just roll up on me right now. I understand that shit. But I'm always prepared to die or to defend myself. I can do that smoking weed and drunk. So what we need to teach is motherfuckers, that we just need to teach motherfuckers know that, hey, doing this causes this, but you also need to, if you're gonna be doing this, know this. So for example, if you're gonna be an alcoholic, be aware while you're drinking. Keep your pistol on you while you drinking if you in the wrong area, and keep your goddamn nerves down. Do not escalate it. Realize that you are on a substance. This is what we need to teach. Realize that you are not in your correct mind before you let your before you get out your body and not know what the fuck going on. Know that while you're drinking, okay, I'm not finna shoot nobody today. You make that plan in your head, I guarantee you, I've been drunk a lot of times. Nobody's been shot. Nobody's been killed. Nobody's been beat up off of me being drunk. There wasn't never If anything, I passed the fuck out on the couch and forgot I went to sleep. But, you know, that's about today, y'all. Y'all know Grand Theft Auto are everywhere. She look just like mine, except for you got the sticker on the back. But yeah, man. I got it. The reason I made this episode is to let motherfuckers know, if you homeless, get the fuck out of that life, man. You deserve better. Do whatever you need to do to get the fuck out of that life. I ain't the one gonna sit here and tell you to not drink, because I know, nigga, making it out the bottom, nigga, you got to do small steps. It ain't no large leap. Ain't no just wake up and just say, okay, I ain't gonna drink. Small steps, my nigga. I think the world is forgetting to tell everybody to take small steps. Small steps necessary. Super fucking necessary. Small steps. And you'll realize, you'll see that, because, you know, like how I used to do, or how money goes when how I've been trying to save, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to save money without putting it back to see if I can hold on to some cash. Nowadays, I'm not 100% broke when I get paid now. I've been having at least like $14 on me left every time I get paid still. So you see, that's a small step. Like, you ain't just saving the way you want to. Like, now I got some shit saved up, but you know what I'm saying? I'm knowing how to take the chunk out now and know how to sacrifice it. You see, small steps. And this is I'm 30 years old, and I've been trying to save. I used to try to save $100 out of my check, and then you end up, but you gonna need $100 in this world. So it's better for you to just realize, okay, what if I had $100, if I was to lose 20, would it hurt my sack like that? No, because you'll have 80 fucking dollars. And $80 will still get you some weed, get you something to eat, this, and that. That's how you got to think about what your habits are. What are you going to spend $100 on? Me, if it ain't no bills necessary, I'm gonna go get some weed, and I might get some alcohol, might get something to eat. That's gonna break down at the end of the day to about $35 left. So if you can save $35, that's what you see what I'm saying? Whatever you would have left out of $100 in a day, save that. Don't be out here trying to save, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna save 100 out of my check, and then now you need that 100, but now you gotta let the lights go off because you just letting 100 sit in your goddamn, so you can save it. No, you gotta find that number. You gotta find, nigga, if it's $5, put that $5, just say that $5. If you can only put $2 up, put $2 up a check. That shit's still gonna accumulate. You'll still have something to accumulate. And then make a plan for it. Put a number on it. What you trying to get to? How long you want to work at these jobs? How long will it take for $2 to sustain you? You gonna work the job for 5 years and then just keep putting $2 back, and then by then you'll have some money to, you know? You gotta just look at shit like that. But these years, you gotta put years on shit, because months, we ain't getting paid enough these days in certain jobs. So go get you a good job if you can. But if you in my predicament, nigga, you gotta get your own place and shit first. You gotta make sure shit is sustained, and then you gotta start going to school or something to get in the field you want to get into. But you ain't got nowhere to live, ain't no address for the mail to come to. So, you know. But this has been LoneWolf TV. Y'all follow me on Twitter, LonerWolf Cosmo. Y'all follow me on Instagram at Cosmo the Loner. And hit me up on TikTok at LoneWolf TV. Holla at your boy, man. I'm out.